Okay, we're already live. All right, no worries.
We're already live. You can say it. Hey, well, maybe hell has frozen over because people might say, people will say hell will freeze over before Dr. Dave and Louisiana Beer Reviews do another hangout. Well, you know what? The Eagles broke up in 1980 and then they got back together. So you wanted to do a generalized kind of BS hangout.
You know what? Before we get started, there's a lot of strange things going on in the world right now. I mean, I just read in the Wall Street Journal where somebody in Japan killed 15 people, and then yesterday, well, no, that was Friday. We had the Germany craziness, and you know what? One way, Jay. Now, this is not really good to say, but in one way, I feel relieved that it's not just here in the United States that people are being crazy. But I don't condone any loss of life. I really don't. But I feel kind of relieved, though, that it's not just here. You know, the whole world seems to be going crazy. We're exploding. It's like we're self-imploding. What do you think?
I think it's really bad. And I was talking to a friend today about it, and I said, I don't know what to make of it. It's almost like, and he was saying, well, how can a guy go and stab all these people at a retirement home with just a knife? I said, well, maybe everybody just ran, you know, and they just left the old people there, and he was going around stabbing them. I don't know what sets these people off. I said, maybe he was eating lunch and somebody showed him a playing card and he went crazy.
It doesn't take much these days to set people off, does it?
No, you know, like in the Manchurian Candidate.
Yeah.
Remember what the people were programmed to kill? Okay, I'm drinking something tonight that you've had. Or I think you've had. It's Weeping Willow Wit.
You know, I've heard of that beer, but I can't recall drinking it. Who makes that?
These guys that watch my videos, they brought me a bunch of beer from North Carolina, and it's from North Carolina. It's Mother Earth Brewing.
Mother Earth. Yeah.
I've had some really good North Carolina beers. I've had some disastrous ones too, like the ones that were from North Broad Brewing. They all tasted off. There was something wrong with them. Now, the one I think is another company, I believe is called Highland Brewing. Isn't that in North Carolina? Those were really good.
It's Asheville, North Carolina.
Those are really good. Now, this, I'm not a big, huge wit beer fan, but this one seems comparable to your, I was saying this in my video too, like Celis White or the Hugotten.
Yeah.
5% alcohol. It's mellow. It
looks real light. It looks like a light, refreshing beer for a hot day.
Yeah, more so than the one I was planning to drink tomorrow, the Narwhal Russian Imperial Stout.
Oh, yeah. That's a really heavy beer for down south this time of year. Now, that beer right there, I hate to use this term, Jay, lawnmower beer.
Yeah.
I really don't like to use that term, but you know, after you've been out cutting the grass, it doesn't really matter what the size of your lawn is. But in that down south weather, in that hot, humid weather, you only have to stay out there like 15 or 20 minutes, and you're like, woo, oh my goodness, I need yeah, and that's what you get, right?
Yeah, and in fact, the term lawn. Here's some people saying the lawnmower beer doesn't really apply to me at all, because when I'm out there in the heat, like, and I'll cut the grass at 94 degrees, it's so hot that when I come inside, I just drink water. Honestly, I just drink water. Now later on, after I cool down and I feel better, I mean, not that I feel bad, but I cool down and the heat wears off, I'll go back to drinking beer. But so I don't ever drink beer after cutting the lawn. But I understand the concept, you know, a light thing. I know there's sort of a controversy with the macro beers, the light lagers, and the craft. And you and I talked about that over the years, like the last 4 years or longer. And you told me back when I first started watching your videos, it could have been 2010, 12. I don't remember when you started.
before then. Yeah.
And your early videos kind of combined the rant and rave with the review. Remember, they sort of like commentary and beer drinking. But you had told me one of the first things you ever told me was you just did not like macro beers from the get-go, from when you were young.
No, they made me ill. But before we get off on that topic too much, I want to say one thing. Okay. You made mention of the fact that you drink water, and I think that's the best thing you should drink, because if you drink beer in hot weather, it depletes your water stores. So yeah, water is the best thing to drink. But back to what you just said. Yeah, well, when I first started my beer reviews, they weren't really beer reviews. It was just kind of like rambling on. And I even put like little speech bubbles. I said, don't watch this. It's just a rambling. I really wasn't serious about beer reviews for like the first 2 years. And then I just kind of changed my
format.
Yeah.
But I used to watch those because
you were the only one that commented on them too.
Well, they were just different. They were kind of unusual, and it would be about, I'm drinking this beer. This is from I don't know, it could have been something. I'm drinking Fuller's London Pride, and then you'd say, boy, did you see in the news this woman in this factory? What's wrong with these people today? And then you would go, and then I would watch it, and then later on you split it into two sort of like channels within a channel: straight beer, and then the rant and rave with Dave. Which probably was a good idea, I guess.
Well, you know what? Well, while we're on here, let me ask your opinion about this. A lot of people told me that I should split the channel and I should make a rant and rave channel just for rants and raves, and then have another channel just for beer. What do you think about that? I mean, really? I mean, do you think? I mean, you have a lot of mixed videos where you just drive around Louisiana. And I mean, you have a lot of mixed videos all in one channel, have them rolled in one. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I wasn't sure what to do with that either. And back in 2010 or 11, I had made a separate channel. It still exists, but there's nothing on it. And I was doing I said, I'll do the history videos and all of that.
Yeah, I actually remember that. Yeah.
And then some people would watch them, but it didn't get too many views just because I think people didn't know it existed. And then I think YouTube had some kind of suggestion saying they preferred when people did it all on one channel.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. So my channel is just my name. And then I have a title for the beer reviews, Louisiana Beer Reviews, and then it'll just be, and so people know that. They know it. They know it. They know that Falstaff, when they see that Falstaff icon, they know who that is. And I picked that icon because I figured nobody else would ever use it. And then if they want to watch the history video, which I make occasionally, not too much, they'll watch it. If they want to watch a video about me driving around during Mardi Gras, they'll watch it. It's not too many people, but they'll watch it. Some people love those videos. Other people.
Yeah, I like those. I enjoyed those.
And if I want to do a video about brandy or sherry wine or port wine, which are kind of like off track. I used to call them off track because they were off track from what I normally did. But the people, it's sort of like it's all centralized. So I don't see, and I think that the idea is if it's all there in one spot, you just kind of like go into a cafeteria. You pick what you want to watch, like what you want to eat. So I think what you're doing is probably better. I have a subscriber list every morning, or not every morning, but usually every morning I'll look, okay, who's got videos, and I'll just go through it and I'll click on the ones I want to watch. Oh, he did a beer. I had that before. I'll click on it, watch later. Rant and rave, maybe I won't watch it, but it just depends on what it is. Right. I can watch everything. I've watched a good number of rant and raves, especially some of them.
Some of them are off the hook.
Some of them had even like a personal, those are the best ones. But but so it's like other people. They make videos, their baby playing with a toy or whatever. I might watch it, but I probably won't because I'm not. There's too many things. You can't watch everything. So,
No.
I mean, I think it's best for you to just keep it in one channel. If they want to watch a rant and rave about the Democratic Convention, they can watch it. If they want to watch a beer review about a stout from Ceylon or Sri Lanka, they can watch it. What difference does it make? How hard is that to do? It's not hard.
Well, I appreciate your input. And I always thought that one channel would be best. I actually made 2 other channels, and I uploaded many, many videos to that at work because we got that high-speed internet. But I said, well, it's kind of a head scratcher. Why should I do all this just to appease a couple of people? I think it's a very small handful of people that want to see separate channels. If you don't want to click on it, I'm not going to force you to click on it, right? Am I right or wrong? You either want to watch it or you don't. I'm not going to force you to click on it, and certainly I'm not making any money on this. My videos are not monetized. I don't know if yours are, but mine are not monetized. I don't care if you click on it or not, really.
Right. So it's like watching television.
Right.
You just watch. Yeah. You just pick whatever you want to watch. What difference does it make? Look at like CBS. They have all types of shows on CBS.
Got this remote. Yeah.
CBS has sports. They have news. They have drama, comedy. You just pick what you want. So yeah, that deal about different channels, I don't encourage. I don't like it. But it's interesting that you wanted to get on here and do this because I was thinking about this and I never did it.
What's that?
It's been 10 years since the first video review was made, beer review was made, that I'm aware of.
Who was that?
Somebody from 2006 that they didn't do too many videos, okay? But that was the oldest ones I could find, 2006. It was all low definition. No, it didn't have any HD back then. All right, so I wanted to make a video. I never did it, but I wanted to make a video. It would be like a retrospective of all the beer reviewers. Not all, how could you cover all? But, just the whole 10-year anniversary of beer reviewing and talk about it. But then I never did it because I said, well, who in the world would care about it? And secondly, if you spoke honestly, then you'd have all these people getting angry about it.
No doubt.
So I said, I just kind of bring up things sometimes in my videos, but to me, it would be interesting to watch. But
oh yeah, I think so.
Other people might say, who wants to watch that? But I mean, I have a lot of thoughts about the video reviewing over the years. I don't have any axes to grind. I just have thoughts about it, right? Thoughts. The main thought is that many of the people that started off, they're gone.
Exactly.
Gone.
Yeah, I was going to say that because a lot of the original guys, they've come and gone. I can't remember this one guy's name, but he used to always sit on this blue sofa, and he has some really good reviews. And then one day he came on and said, you know what, my friends, I have to leave, and I just had the birth of my son, and I don't have any time to make these beer reviews anymore. And he was really a good beer reviewer. I can't think of his name.
Talking about the Hopry, Mark Starr.
You know what? I don't recall his name, Jerry. But he was a really good beer reviewer, and as soon as his son was born, just cut it off.
I can name 20 right now off the top of my head that are gone.
Probably so.
Some of them were very good. Others were questionable. But now you might say you're questionable. Who made you a good reviewer? I never claimed to be a good reviewer. I never.
I'm glad you brought that up, Jay. It's very subjective, though. It's very subjective. What I think might be a good beer reviewer, you may not think.
No.
You know what? I think that we all have our own style. And now that I've been on here for a few years, I've kind of mellowed out, because in my earlier days, I was very critical of everybody, but I realized everybody has their own style, and not everybody follows a set pattern. You know what I mean? That's what makes everybody unique. And you have your followers, I have my followers, and everybody else has their followers. And why be mad at anybody? Because you have more views than I have, or this guy has more views. What the hell? Why can't we all, it's like Rodney King. Can we all get along? Yeah, we can. The key word there is can. Yeah, we can.
But maybe won't. Some people won't.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, look, some people, I can't stand to watch their videos because they.
Oh, really? Well, we'll have to talk about that off camera.
Yeah, no, but I'm not going to say who, but.
No, we'll talk about that off camera.
It's not too many, but the problem is they clown too much. It's like a clown show, and it's like, and I'm saying to myself, talk about the beer, talk about I don't mind a little joking around. I mean, you don't want it to just let me talk about this beer and I will show you this beer. But some of it is like, I'm not going to watch an 18-minute video that talks about the beer for a minute and a half.
Oh my God.
I just can't handle it. I can't handle it.
I try to keep my videos 7 minutes at the max.
I tend to go too long, but I do at least focus on the beer. Now, some people say, oh, hell, you talk about food, you talk about Vienna sausages, you eat chips. I understand all that, but I do try to at least focus on the beer. Now, I would say 90% of who I watch, I like. My biggest problem is people that do not respond to comments.
Oh, I hate that. Oh,
I got a problem with that.
Oh my God, Jay, you hit the nail right on the head. Oh, Jay. Oh my God, you got that big hammer on the head. Oh, if you send me a comment, I'm obligated to reply. I have to.
Yeah, even during,
it's only 2 words.
Even during the winter of discontent that went on for 2 years between us, which everyone knows about, I would say, okay, all right, whatever you want to say, Dave. But then you would make a video about a beer and I'd say, oh yeah, that beer was so good. Now I would type a comment. I had that beer twice. I really adored it. It was fabulous. You would respond. How hard is it to respond? Now, some people, I don't care what's going on, they are not going to respond. They make videos. I don't know why they're making the videos. My purpose is I'm interested in beer. It's a hobby. So I'll make the video and then somebody will say, didn't you find it was a little too bitter? And I'll say, no, I didn't think it was too bitter. You just have to get used to it. If you drink more of it, you'll get used to it. But this business of I'm making a production and you watch it, but I am not going to talk to you. But who are you, Charlton Heston, or you, Ronald Reagan? Who am I talking to? You're just a person making videos. So I have that's the thing that bothers me more than anything.
It's interesting you would mention Charlton Heston, man. I liked him. He was a great actor.
Yeah.
He was a great actor.
But you follow what I'm saying about all that?
Oh, absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. I'll drink to that. Cheers. Cheers, brother.
Cheers. I was curious about what you were drinking. I went on about mine, Clink.
Oh, you still drinking that? I think that's a good beer, though, man. I think that's a really good down south beer.
It's definitely got a noticeable coriander. You know how these wit beers are, kind of thing.
Well, if you don't really like the coriander and the chamomile and
little orange peel, yeah.
If you don't like those spices, it's gonna be a little iffy. But I like those things.
I'm saying I don't really like wit beers, but I always drink them. I mean, I enjoy them. It's all a relative thing. It's sort of like a scale. Uh-oh, somebody's calling me. Why are you calling me? Oh.
Who's calling you?
Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre, you can't call me.
I'll bring him in.
I can invite these guys in.
I just became friends with him. I like him. He's cool.
He's one of the nicest guys on the internet. Let me tell you right now. I'm gonna send those guys a link. Because
yeah, bring them in, man. We can chit chat.
They're sending me video calls. I cannot. If you're on a video call, you can't really answer one. So let me.
No, you can't do that. You have to kind of send them a link.
But yeah, you know what I've said all along, and some people have a problem with it. I've said, look, everybody's got different personalities.
Oh yeah.
Different political beliefs, different hobbies, different everything. But it shouldn't be that difficult to say, okay, here's beers. We're going to talk about it. You like wheat beers. I like stouts. You like IPAs. I like Goza. What is the purpose of the anger in it, though? I don't know. I'm not doing it. I don't have time for the anger. I made a special video. Huh?
That's a great question. That's a great question. Yeah.
I'm going to get angry about beverages.
It doesn't really matter to me what other people like. I mean, if you want to go to a beverage store and buy a 30-pack for $10.99, more power to you. I actually kind of envious of that because I wish I could actually drink that beer. I'd save so much money, Jay. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. I'm gonna let me get up for a second here. Let me get up. I'll be right back. Let me get this beer right here. This beer that I'm drinking right here. This the beer. Let me hold it up here. What's that say? That's a single can. Can you read it?
$3.79. That's high.
$3.79 for You know what? For $3.79, how much beer could I buy? Yeah. You know.
But I know you told me this 5 years ago. You just never had a taste for the Schlitz or the Budweisers. Okay.
Well, actually, Schlitz I can drink. Budweiser, Schlitz I can drink.
Yeah. Okay. We can get that around here. I have a little different experience than you. I never drank beer until I was 27 years old. And that was 20 years ago in some months, 20 years ago in 5 months. And I knew there was a little sort of a tension even then, 20 years ago, between people that wanted to drink, because I can remember even before 1996, let's say 1993 or 4 or 5, going to parties, whatever, and you had your Budweiser people, you know, they're rah, 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 I'm drinking Budweiser. And then you had other people that say, no way, you know. Now, back in those days, they might say, no way, I'm drinking Boddingtons or Bass Ale, you know. And at that time, that was something good to drink. And I knew that there was some kind of controversy. I didn't know. I wasn't on either side because I didn't drink anyway. But when I started drinking in February 96, I just said, let me try different beers. So that's all I've been doing for 20 and a half years, trying different beers. Just so happens I like a lot of them, but I'm not into the war. I don't have a horse in the race. Here's Jean-Pierre. You recently made friends with the Haitian.
Hey Dave, how you doing? Hey Jay, what's going on?
Good to see you in the flesh, my friend.
Good. Same here. I'm just enjoying this conversation. I said, you know, I had to jump on in, so it was just kind of nice to see. You know?
Spirit TV.
Me and Jay kissed and made up, but not literally.
No.
Love it.
But hey, you know what? I was gonna. Jay and I were talking about macro lager beers and import beers, but I was going to tell Jay that my ex-girlfriend was from Hamburg, Germany, and we actually went to Germany back in 1984, and that's when I was
very fun trip.
Yeah, that's when I was first introduced to really craft beers, because in the United States we didn't have the craft beer movement at that time. So, you know, with the Reinheitsgebot, I really got introduced to real beer at that time, Jay. And I'm talking about Beck's and St. Pauli in their purest form. not what we see here in the States today. And that's how I got my introduction to real craft beer. Now, have either of you guys ever been to Germany?
No.
No, I haven't.
Sean, you might want to turn down your volume. We had that problem earlier. I've never been to Germany. I've been to the Bahamas. I've been to Costa Rica. I've been to half the Canadian provinces. I've been to many Mexican states.
Been to Mexico, been to Canada. Me too.
And I've been to Costa Rica. Now, it's sad because when I was going to Canada, well, I did buy some beer in Canada, but when I was going to Costa Rica and the Bahamas, I wasn't really into beer as much as like Dave is now. And I missed out on some things, but none of those places are Germany, you know. If I go to, we have a German festival here twice a year, but like Dave said, if you're not in Germany and you're not getting it fresh right from the brewery, it's not going to be the same. But we'll get Kostritzer, and we'll get a Polaner, and what's some other ones we get over here at the festival? Hackabschor, and those are fabulous compared to, and those are just regular beers. You go to Germany, Hackabschor and Polaner is just like Budweiser and Miller High Life over there. But
yeah.
But they're so much better. And Jean, you remember us talking about how those Mexican lagers are just like a step above the American ones. For whatever reason, we couldn't figure them out.
Right. Right.
It just have some flavor that you can't get in the American beers.
And like I said, even the ABV may be low, maybe 4, maybe 3, 4 or 5%, or maybe lower, but you feel like you're drinking a more flavorful, more full body type of brew, which is one of the advantages that that I feel they have over a lot of the beers being made here in the States.
Hey, John, I wanted to ask you, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. Where are you located?
I'm in Mobile, Alabama. I'm originally from New Jersey.
Oh, Mobile. Oh, my ex-girlfriend lived in Mobile, man.
Really?
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, wow. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. Probably things have never changed down there since I've been there last, man. They got some real racist people down there, though. You know, don't really or not. I mean, really.
Well, things have changed a little bit now, but most of the questions I always get from people when I talk or I go to a store or supermarket is like, where are you from? And I say I'm from New Jersey. And they'd be like, by the accent, the way I talk, they'd be like, okay, you ain't from Mobile. No. And after 10 years living down here, I still haven't lost my accent. So
you got to get that southern drawl, man.
Exactly.
Oh, we're y'all. You got to get y'all.
I'm glad I don't have this.
You got to help him out, Jay. Get the y'all. The drawl.
All right. Hey.
That's crazy, man. Mobile,
yes, sir.
Man. That's actually a really nice place down there, but I'm not sure if
it's nice. It's not like, let's just say, Mobile's nice, but it's not like Mobile. And I mean, it's not like New Orleans or some of the other bigger cities, even Birmingham. All I will tell, between Mobile and Birmingham, you have more things to do in Birmingham than you would in Mobile.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Jean.
Yes.
I was trying my best to find that Saison DuPont for you. I cannot find it. It's nowhere around Mobile, and that's terrible. We might do, Jean and myself might do a meetup right in Bay St. Louis coming up. We'll talk about that offline.
Right.
You still want to do that?
Yeah. Let me get my schedule together because that week I'm also trying to see my brother who lives outside of Atlanta. So I'm trying to kind of work things out where I like to go see you and also see him as well. So I might be able to do something probably, sometime, like I said, going up to next week. Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, definitely. We'll talk.
But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, you still
on good point.
Drop that volume because it's echoing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Just to let anybody out there know that's watching, if you get on the not Saison DuPont's website, forget their website. It's a very good website now. I noticed Dave Coulter, Dr. Dave, will complain sometimes because he'll get on a website and there's nothing on there. There's no information.
Yeah.
It says, drink our beer, it's good. Okay, that doesn't help me. But if you get on Saison DuPont's website, it does give some information. But you got to go to the importer's website. This is oftentimes important. And the importer for Saison DuPont and about 30 or 40 other big imported beers is called Total Beverage Solution. Total.
Hey, that's the company when we did the Barra Moretti, remember? The import, right.
Yeah,
Total Beverage Solution, South Carolina.
South Carolina. Birra Moretti, Affligem, Saison DuPont. And what they have on there is a locator tool. You can type in your zip code, and you pick the brand you want. It'll tell you what stores in your area sell that beer. And unfortunately, there was nothing within 50 miles of Mobile that had Saison DuPont. I'm sorry to report.
Yeah. I'm gonna, well, I guess now, I was gonna look at, I was gonna look at, go to these two stores. One is, which is in Baldwin County, which is in Daphne, to see if they had it there. One place called Southern Napa, and they have a good selection of craft beers.
They don't have
And another place is, two places in Mobile, a place called Cottage Hill Package Store, you probably heard that before, and another place is called Poor Baby. But if you said they're not there, then...
No, because what? Oh, there's some back...
Okay, hold on, let me turn this down.
Terrible echo.
How about now? Better?
Yeah, it's a lot better. It was just,
Okay.
it's still there, but look, this is what they said on Total Beverage Solution. They said, okay, we have distributors we sell to. We go by the information the distributors give us. If they're saying they have it in these stores, this is what we're going with. We can't guarantee it's in the store because if the distributor gives us bad information, we're going to give you bad information. So they have a disclaimer there. I mean, there's only so much they can do, but it's very helpful. And I'll tell you, when I typed those, when we did the Birra Moretti La Rosa, and I typed that information in, John Sharon over there in Indiana, he went to that exact store and they had it. They had it. Now you were talking about foreign beers that have more flavor and body than American beers. A lot of these big American companies jumped onto the boat too late. Look at Busch. They made the Busch Signature Copper Lager, that really rich 5.7% alcohol.
Very good beer.
Copper lager with a lot of flavor and body. No one buys it. They tried selling it around here. It's gone. Best beer they made. It's the best beer Anheuser-Busch made in 20 years. No one bought it but me. Because the craft beer people aren't going to buy it. They see Anheuser-Busch, they put it back on the shelf. The Busch people, the Budweiser people aren't going to buy it. Why? They're going to say, it's too strong. It's too nasty.
Keep it light. The 4 or 5%. The 4.3 or 5.
And
Busch Light and the others.
Yeah, I'll tell these people every week. I'll say, how do you know it's too strong and nasty? Have you ever tried it? Oh, no. Oh, no, but I don't like harsh beers. It's like, you never even tried it. But they won't. They won't. They drink Miller Lite, and that's all they're going to drink.
That's what my dad used to say when I didn't like food. Well, how do you know you don't like it, boy? You haven't even tried it. Eat that shit.
Yeah.
That was my dad.
True. True.
Now, Dave, before we get off of this, because we don't want to go on too long, you're drinking two different beers. I'm curious, what exactly are the beers? I know they're very expensive, $3.79 for a can of beer.
The one was the one beer was the Space Juice from Long Trail out of Bridgewater Corner, Vermont. You ever have that one, Big Jay?
I
never had that.
I never heard of it.
And the other one was, give me a second here, I'll dig it out. I got it down here. The other one was the Jackie O's, which I doubt you've had. This is out of Athens, Ohio. This is the Mandela Single Hop, 9% alcohol by volume. I don't think the distribution is very much on that. So, yeah, that's actually gone now. So I'm just drinking the Space Juice right here.
Little Mandala, that's 9.2, you said?
Yeah, man, that's a kick-ass beer right here.
Yep, and the most Imperial IPAs that I've had are about 9%, 6 or up to 6 to 9% ABV, and they are very strong. And a lot of flavor. They're very good.
This is a single hop. It's got Citra, and it was just brewed, man. It's less than a month old. Kick-ass beer.
If people know anything about Carl Jung, they would know about that might register with them the mandala. You can still hear me, huh? Okay. The wit beer from Mother Earth was good, and I think I scored it an A, but I don't believe it's extraordinary. But it's something to try if you run across it.
Point taken.
The one you're drinking, that 9.2. Now that looks like something I'd really like to get a hold of. I have one of those in my fridge. It's 9.2% alcohol. Hey, it is what I call a knockout beer. If you drink it, don't drive anywhere. We've talked about that.
Not, absolutely not. Never.
We've talked about that, Jean-Pierre. Those are one of those stay-at-your-house beers.
Exactly.
Always.
Make
Yeah,
sure
nightcap, you know you're not going anywhere. You're sitting your butt at home, and you're going to have one of those. Absolutely.
Pass out right over there.
right, you can crawl right into your bed and go to sleep, and you're going to sleep. Now, I don't normally drink those high ABV beers. I mean, I have them in my fridge. I'm aging those. I'm aging a whole number of them. I've got some 14% beers I'm aging. I'm going to try to go hot. Oh, yeah, Santa Claus from Austria, the Schloss Eckenberg.
Oh, my God. Santa Claus? Ooh, that's a killer beer. Oh, my God. Where'd you get those at, Jay?
The Classic and the Helles. Oh, well, around here, Santa Claus is very common. It's $4.99 a bottle, which is actually a deal. There's 3 of them they sell here. They sell the Schwartz, which is the black lager. It's 14%. The Helles, which is the light, it's golden, bright. It's bright, Helles, 14%. And the Classic, which is the brown lager, 14%. But you cannot drink but one of those. If you drink one of those and you're foolish enough to follow it up and chase it with another beer, I mean, I really sympathize with you. You're going to have so many problems.
You didn't get that at your store. Did you get that at Stein, what's his name?
We don't have it at Mathern's, but we can get the Santa Claus at Dorgnac's, Stein's Deli.
Stein's, yeah.
And about 4 or 5 other places. It's not exactly rare. Just
one day. I'm not going to say when. Now, John, you heard me say that. I'm not going to say when. I'm going to drive down there to Stein's Deli, and I'm going to send Jay a text message. I'm sitting right in front of Stein's Deli, man. What's up?
It's an incredible place, and the food.
Yeah. I'm going to bring my MasterCard, Visa, and American Express, baby. Yeah.
You'll need it.
I think so.
But it's incredible, and the food is that's their main thing. It's a very well-known place for kosher food.
Oh my God! They actually sell food and beer in the same place.
It's a restaurant that happens to have the best beer selection in America.
Hopefully, they have a good restroom because I need to empty.
Remember,
they do.
when you live in big cities, right? When you live in cities like New Orleans, and even to a degree Cleveland, you can get more selection. Me, I can't get any of that. Maybe at 2 or 3 stores.
Right.
Period.
Believe me.
No, man, we got
in this store. You would not believe it. It is unbelievable. And it's small. We're talking about smaller than my house.
So it's like wall-to-wall beer?
Yeah, just beer everywhere you turn. It is just.
People know about New Orleans. That's the thing. The world knows about the city of New Orleans, right?
Of course. It's people from
There you
all
go.
over. But this Stein's now John Sharon got angry at Stein's Deli, and remember they walked out. They got insulted. Now they'll insult you. You got to be able to.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, he got insulted because he wanted to buy Cantillon, and he brought the Cantillon. I better not tell that story on air. But they brought the Cantillon to the counter, and they said, "We want to buy this Cantillon." And so the owner, he's like the soup Nazi in Seinfeld. He says, this is all the beer you're going to buy? Because they had bought some other stuff too. They brought it up to the counter. They said, yeah, that's all we want. They had like 15 beers plus the 2 Cantillons.
All right.
Dan Stein says, well, if that's all you're buying, you can't have the Cantillon.
What the hell?
So they said, well, we're not buying anything, and they walked out. But
That's what I would do.
I
That's
said,
what I would do.
y'all got to be warned. This guy is something else. He's great. He's got beers that no one else can get. In other words, he's got beers in his store that you cannot get in Louisiana. But obviously, he gets them. But he's something else. Like, he's got signs in the store. Be nice and leave. But so
Nice and leave.
yeah, be
Get
nice.
out and get the hell out. Is that what
Yeah, be nice and leave. And he's got another sign with the 6-pointed star. It says Mazel Tov, bitches. But
oh my goodness.
Does he have a good selection of other beers, like legacy
you
beers?
gotta kind of be able to deal with that. I mean, I just say, okay, well, all right. Huh? What?
I was gonna say, does he have a good selection of specialty beers? I mean, not specialty beers, legacy beers like Schaefer's or Schlitz or beers like that.
He would tell you to get out the store. If you brought that up, he'd say, get out of my store. Get out. Get out of the store. You'd say, I was just asking about Schaefer. Get out the store. Yeah, you wouldn't want to bring that up over there.
Wow.
But he's, it's just a different type of, I go there, okay? I mean, I go there. It's a different type of environment. So you have to be able to kind of approach it with the right attitude. But he doesn't mind. I mean, he doesn't need to cater to you. You hear what I'm saying?
Right.
Because he's got people coming from all over the world to get his beer. So why does he need to cater to you? Who are you?
Oh, that's not good philosophy. You gotta cater to the customer. Yeah, you have to appreciate all customers.
He does appreciate you. Buy your sandwiches. Graham.
Yeah, if I'm going to spend my money, he has to appreciate me. He doesn't need to get down on his knees.
Here? You're gonna tell me my money's not good here? Why come?
Look, I've been going there for years, so I don't want to say the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? But
He's not going to watch this video.
But it's a cool place. I mean, it's an amazing place. It's beyond belief. But it's different. It's a different type thing. But anyway, it's fun to do beer shopping. It's better when you got a whole lot of money in your pocket. If you go to Stein's, it would probably be a good idea to have $2,000 or $3,000 spending money. No joke.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out one day and see what it's all about.
But it would be memorable. It would be memorable. I'm glad Dave asked me to do this hangout because, it's like we don't need all this bad drama. We ought to have good drama.
But you know what? I think it's just really silly for people to judge others based upon what they see. And if people want to judge me based upon my hangout with you, then I guess those aren't my real friends.
Doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense.
You know, I still have a lot of connections here on Facebook. I've met a lot of really good people. I'm not going to mention names, but I certainly hope that we can continue to be friends. And if they don't want to be friends with me because I'm friends with you, then what can I do, my friend? What can I do? I don't know.
Nothing. You can't do
anything. No. Yeah, but I'm not worried about that because I'm my own person. I know who I am. You know, I'm 64 years old. I'm getting ready to retire here very soon. And I could care less about what goes on in the world. I'm trying to protect myself and my family because the world is a very dangerous place. And why argue about beer? There's a lot of other things that we can argue about besides beer.
Besides beverages, right. Thank you.
Christ. I mean, really, if you think about it, come on. You like macro lagers and I don't. So what? It doesn't mean the world is still going to spin on its axis tomorrow, right?
You would think.
Yeah, I agree to that, brother.
All right. So I can't argue with that. So, Jean, I'm glad you joined us. Eric, Eric was telling me, what is this hangout about? What's going on? I'm confused. I said, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to confuse anybody. One thing, folks. people are having some major trouble finding Saison DuPont, which is shocking to me because I thought everybody could get Saison DuPont.
Oh yeah, it's a great beer.
People are not.
It's a great beer.
Yeah, and I found a 25.4 ounce bottle for $6.99.
Are you guys having some kind of beer examination about that beer or what?
Yeah, Wednesday night.
Hey, you know what? During the week, unfortunately, I can't attend. I've got several jobs now, and you know what? I don't mind telling anybody why. I think I told you, Jay, in a private email message. I had a lot of deaths in my family this past year, and I got stuck paying for the funerals of all of them. So I'm trying to, I'm just trying to pay off those things. You know what I mean?
That's understandable.
Understandable, Dave. No problem.
It's amazing how much it costs to actually bury somebody these days.
That's why I will be cremated when I go. Cremate me.
But you know what?
I'm a Catholic.
Yeah,
Burn me.
I hear you, John. But my mom and my sister and my two uncles left very specific instructions on how they wanted to be, dealt with upon their death. And I nobody else wanted to do these things, so I felt it upon myself. I had to take it upon myself to do these things. I would never believe that it would cost $8,000 to bury somebody. What the hell, $8,000 to put somebody in the... Can I dig this up in my backyard? Do this? What?
Incredible.
Jeez. Anyway, at any rate, that's what I'm doing. I gotta work overtime, and I gotta work another job, and whatever I gotta do.
Well, we can understand that. But if people are able to join us for the Hangouts, that's fine. In this situation, it doesn't look like too many people are going to join because they cannot find the beer.
Oh, we got plenty of Saison DuPont right here where I live. Believe me, I could walk into my local grocery store and see those lovely labels. I say, oh my God, and it's only $4.99 for a bottle. Woo, baby!
And I got the big, huge bottle with the cork in the cage for $6.99. But I mean,
that's a bargain.
That's
a bargain. See, down south there, where you live, Jay, you live in the perfect spot. Everybody comes into the port of Louisiana right there. Everybody come right in there, baby.
Yeah, we get some major turnover down here, and that's why I always discourage people from sending me beer. They'll say, I want to send you beer. I say, don't do it. Don't do it because you'll send me beer and it'll cost you a whole bunch of money. And a week later, I'll turn around and there it is in the store. So, I mean, why send it?
And Jay works in the perfect spot, which I'm not going to say where, but he works in the perfect spot. You see it all come through the door, don't you, brother?
I do find out things a lot sooner than other people do. That's true. But anyway.
And you get all those distributors coming in there. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
That'd like to be the dream job.
Hey, guys, let me go ahead and run.
All right, John.
We are early in the morning.
Okay, we're getting off. All right. Good night, Jean. Thanks for joining.
Good night, guys. See y'all later. Bye, Dave.
You guys want to talk off air? Or you want to talk off air?
Maybe, but I'm getting kind of tired because I've been up since 3:45 this morning. Okay.
Dude, I haven't been to sleep since yesterday.
No, that's not good. Okay. Well, thanks, folks, for watching this Hell Freezes Over edition, and y'all.
Oh, that's a good title. Hell Freezes Over. Cheers, Jay.
Cheers, folks. I'm drinking water now.